the ghost had won, and so I had to give the money up. So I went up to Dave and I handed him a stack of a couple dollars. And he goes, "What is this?" And I went, "The ghost won."
Obviously, I'm going for monkey fish.
Do I have a choice?
No. I stole it.
Okay. Old pendulous breast herself.
Chase you through a cave. I know you do outside.
And we're going to talk about how wrong you are after that.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Monsters Lounge. I'm Jeni.
And I'm Tressa.
Yeah, you are. I totally spaced at the beginning of the show. I was like, we're just going to sit here and stare at each other. It will be fine. We don't need to talk on this podcast.
No, that's weird.
It's very weird. So how was your 4th of July, Tressa?
Oh, I looked at my phone a lot. And that's about it.
I think that's kind of what everybody did. It was raining like crazy.
Yeah. I was actually dog sitting, and I mean, the dog was like, "Oh, what's the problem? Everyone's freaking out. It's fine." There were no fireworks ever. Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
50.
Yeah. A lot of people lighting off fireworks just throughout the streets, which was, it's off-putting. It's off-putting. I don't know that I understand the point. It seems like a big fire hazard, but what do I know? I was never...
Jeni, that's called freedom.
Not for me. If my house catches on fire from your fireworks, that's not freedom. It's the sweet, sweet sound and smell and sight of freedom.
That's
there
right.
it is. You know what? I went to a cave last week. And
you did?
I did. Now, I'm going to really try hard not to slaughter this name, but it's the Maquoketa Cave.
Okay, let's see this picture you sent me.
Yeah. Now listen. Looking at this picture, I realized why maybe I can't get you out into the woods anymore, because I am crawling into a cave.
What are you talking about? I love a cave. What's in front of this entrance?
It's just a board. It's just stairs that went up to the cave. So
why does it look like there's sculptures in front of the opening?
I don't know. There's not.
What are those two little objects in the mouth of the cave?
Oh, those are my feet.
Okay, so here's let's take it back to my experience of looking at this photo. A nice opening to a cave with, what is that, a squirrel sculpture? Somebody placed some like tchotchkes right at the opening. Maybe it's a peanut sculpture. I can't really tell. Oh, okay. All right.
No, those are my feet.
No. Yeah, I can see your butt now too. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So
everybody can look at Jeni's butt. Can I take the photo down?
You can definitely take the photo down and not let people look at my butt, which is in the dark area. You can see my arms and my feet a little bit more. But all I'm saying is, if anyone wants to come adventuring with me, that is what you can expect. My feet.
Here's my question about the cave.
Yes.
How long was the walk from the car to the cave? I'm sorry. How long was the hike from the car to the cave?
Okay. Now, it was just about, all told, the actual hike was probably, I don't know, maybe an hour round trip. Because you kind of walked along, and there were lots of rock formations and different caves to sort of divert into. But it was a walk. I see you making a face, and I don't think it's a happy face.
Rock formations? You've never seen rocks before? You had to look at rocks before you get to the cave?
I do. I am aware of your stance on once seeing something, never needing to see it again.
Yeah.
But yes, I like to look at the rock formations.
For a
It's kind
half
of
an
like
hour?
it's kind of like once you've seen a tree, you like trees and you want to go see other trees. All right, once you see a glass of wine, do you not need to see another wine?
No, I don't need to look at it. Just give it to me so I can consume it. I don't need to look at. I'm not going to go on a hike to look at glasses of wine. What are you talking about, Jeni?
I'm just trying to perhaps make it something that you can equate to or relate to a little bit more.
This is like when the nerdy girl tries to teach the football player math, so she's trying to do it in football terms in the movie where she takes off her glasses and she's suddenly sexy. You know that one?
Yeah, I do. Does that mean that we're going to the prom together?
Obviously.
Perfect. And we have witnesses. So so I am for sure holding you to that.
Okay.
All right.
Fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Listen, we have a gentleman back on the show that I am just delighted to have back on the show because he's tremendous.
Yes.
We have so much fun when we see him in person. We have so much fun talking to him in general. But Larry Eissler III is an award-winning filmmaker, author, and historian with a passion for uncovering the strange, forgotten, and unexplained stories, especially of the American Midwest. He is the founder of the Black Lantern Company and a featured contributor on the 44th Annual Telly Award-winning series Expedition Entity. He knows a lot of history. He's a smart guy. He's great at telling stories. So let's just bring him out.
All right.
Hi, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
It's been a while since we've done this.
I know.
It has.
And I think it's even been a while since we've actually seen you in person.
It might have, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not actually sure.
I know.
I'm not either.
I know. This whole
Time and
conference
space
season.
mean.
I know. I'm trying to think, like, I don't think there's been anything this year.
Mm-mm.
Maybe last year, but last year's kind of a blur now, so I don't even know.
It was
just going to assume it's
definitely-
been too long.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, because it hasn't been this year.
Right.
Last time we saw you, you were doing stuff for the seance.
Is that the last time? Like in October?
That would
Yeah,
have
I
been
think last
2024.
October. No,
yeah,
we
that
went
was
to that,
24.
and then there was a premiere and everything that we went to.
Oh, right.
Okay. Yes. So that
yeah.
was
Yeah.
last fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is phenomenal. If no one's seen the seance, please go check it out. It's really, really cool. What is new? What is going on? What is happening with you, sir?
Honestly, I'm kind of doing the same thing I've always done. I really focus more on filmmaking and storytelling now than I do in really just general investigating. I investigate so much in my filmmaking that I don't have to go out and find stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, someone's like, hey, I've got a spot, there's an extra seat. You want to go? Hell yeah, I want to go. That's how I randomly show up at Edinburgh Manor or Waverly. And it's like, what are you doing here? Like, there was a seat. I don't know. Someone said I could show up.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like that.
It's different. I spent the first 10 years of the paranormal, like scheduling investigations, doing research, and now it's just like, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna have fun. And somebody else can figure it out.
I like that. I feel like that's a better way to enjoy it, right?
Sometimes.
Absolutely.
It lets you live a little bit more in the moment than in your
Right.
head.
you don't have to overthink everything and make it like, how's this going to look? What am I looking for? You can just enjoy it.
Right.
Sit back and relax.
Right. And I do. I just went to Waverly with my friend Rachel and her husband, and it's Waverly, so it's nuts. It was incredible.
Okay,
And
now people
then-
say this. People say this, like, oh, it's just Waverly. Forgetting, because I should always be in the forefront of everyone's mind, but forgetting that I don't know hardly anything about ghost hunting, much less haunted locations.
Okay.
So please, for me, what is Waverly?
Everybody else,
Waverly-
close your ears.
Right, yes,
If you know it already, just ignore it.
Don't-
Just be
don't
happy
let it-
for me
don't let me
that I'm
spoil it.
learning.
Waverly is a ridiculously large sanatorium. Don't quote me on the number, but I want to say the plot is like 160,000 square feet. And I think in terms of walking space, it's like 600,000 square feet.
How
Oh,
many
wow.
men is that? Like laid head to toe.
I know that when I wrapped up the investigation, I walked 17 or 18,000 steps.
Okay.
Yikes.
That is
So-
a lot.
It takes a long time to get to the different floors and down hallways and back, and it's a lot of steps.
Were you like,
Mhm.
oh, look, there's doors and look, floor. I'm hiking and I get to see all this stuff that I've already seen a million times before. that right?
Sometimes, and then other times it's just like, wait a minute, there's a thunderstorm now, so this whole building's different than how it normally is.
Okay, see, thank you. Thank you very much, Larry. That's a good point. You want to go back and look at places because you never know what new stuff is going to be there. Like
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, if it's in
Well, not only
time,
that, but
absolutely.
sometimes people will bring spirits with them places and they get left behind. So sometimes you'll go somewhere and you'll be like, who is this spirit now? Like, why are they here? And then you have to figure that out.
So it's like an Uber for ghosts.
We're
People
kind of like
in
Ubers
general.
for ghosts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Sometimes, or
Uber
there
pool.
could be a person that passed away recently, and they've
Okay.
decided I'm gonna haunt my old schoolhouse for some reason, and now they show up there, and it's just like, what are you doing here? Why are you here right now?
Yeah, right.
Nope, they're
How
just here.
boring is your afterlife? Do you have to go back to your grade school?
Right, but it does happen
Right.
though. So
Of course.
we actually had that during one of our filmings. Oddly enough, it was the woman appeared in Brittany's dream the night before we arrived at the location. That was the night the woman died.
Oh,
And then the next day when we got on site, she was in the schoolhouse that was in Brittany's dream the night before. And then she interacted with us all throughout the couple days. Only on the afternoon of the third day did we learn who she was and the fact that she had just passed away that previous Sunday.
wait, who was she? Why was she tagging along? Why was she showing herself? What's going on with this woman? What's happening?
So her kids actually came to see the property because that this older woman had went to this school and church, and she was a part of the Catholic community there. And her kids had said if my mom was going to go anywhere, she would come back here. And we're just like, oh, okay, well, that's strange. And then as we're talking to them, she said the mom's name, and then Brittany goes, that's the name I got. And then as we're talking about this woman, that's the woman that has been talking to us and appearing to us.
So was this just
That's wild.
happenstance that they came back to visit this spot?
Mhm.
Oh, that is
Or
wild.
maybe it was fate. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or
knows?
maybe there's no such thing as a coincidence.
Who knows? But it was very odd that they happened to show up during the time when we were there, just after the mom passing away, after us interacting with the mom while we were there. Like that's a little strange. That's a little
Mhm.
strange.
Yeah.
See,
It's
you
not
guys
a
always get me. I'm really settled in on the coincidence thing, and then things like this happen, and I'm like, maybe Tressa's a little bit right. But she doesn't even like trees. So
Some
who
things
knows?
happen the way that they're supposed to happen. and you don't get a say in it. Sometimes you
Mhm.
don't even know until afterwards, and you're like, oh, that's why.
Okay.
Now I get it.
Yep.
And you can't just, beat yourself up about it. You weren't supposed to know.
Right.
We weren't supposed to know that this woman had significance. We thought she was just a regular spirit, only to find out she died the night that Brittany had her dream. She reached out to Brittany for some reason, having never met her. And then the next day, we interacted with her.
Yeah, that is wild.
And then for some reason, there her kids are 3 days later talking about their mom. And we're able to connect all these dots now. And then we have this story about a woman who passed away, immediately reached out to Brittany for some reason, and then talked to us for days.
Love it.
Yeah, I like this so much.
It's weird.
Yeah. So we were talking about Waverly. Okay. So it was a massive, massive place. When did it shut down?
So Waverly's one of those spots to where I don't even bother doing the research. So many people know what's going on with Waverly, and my friend Cindy's a tour guide there.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. I don't want to learn all the stats. I just want to be in the moment and investigate. And if a name is significant, someone's going to tell me. And
I like
if
that
nobody
approach
tells
a
me,
lot.
then okay, well, hi John, my name's Larry. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
One of the reels that I put out when we were there, we interacted with the doctor whose name was Timothy Turner. I don't know if that's a real name from the history or not. I have no clue.
Yeah.
But he said his name was Tim Turner, and I said, well, it's nice to meet you, Tim.
Wait.
Okay.
Little Timmy Turner?
Little Timmy Turner. I had the same thought too.
I'm totally missing whenever I'm missing.
Dr. Turner, did you wear a pink hat when you were alive? Or like, did you wear a lot of pink and green, like on your coat, like weird pens that talked? No. So we had that. And then when we were doing a tour of, I want to say the 3rd floor, I think it's the 3rd. I was walking with Rachel and she goes, I feel like a homeless person has died back here. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And then she went and did the research, and in that spot, a homeless person actually was found deceased. And I'm just like, damn, that's spooky. I'm glad we experienced that. But that was it. Like, I'm just here to be in the moment, and I don't want to know too much. I'm just here to get names and talk to people, living or dead.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then I went home, and it was a great time. No stress, none.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Doing this so long, and really just being so invested in it. How do you think like your perspective has shifted on it?
So it's funny because I'm doing a conference this weekend where I'm giving my very first spiritual talk.
Oh.
And it's called From Skeptic to Spirit.
Oh.
Because it has shifted so far, especially in the last 2 years. Like,
really?
I've been doing this since 2009. So that's what, 17 years?
I don't know. Math.
Ooh, Lord. I've been in it for a while. And probably the first 2/3 of it, I was pretty skeptical. The very beginning, I was a hard skeptic debunker. It's all fake. It's all bullshit. And that's just it. It is what it is. And then when you start experiencing things, you're like, I can't explain that anymore. I don't know how that's fake. Okay. So if I can't fake it, if I can't prove it's faked, I now have to prove why it's real. And then I swung the other way. Now I have to prove everything. And I did that for a long time.
Hold on, Larry. How long have you been friends with Dia?
Oddly enough, most people wouldn't realize this. Only for, I think, 4 years.
Oh, see, I thought you had been friends forever.
Nope.
So I was going to call you out on not being a skeptic and being friends with Diet, because she's very, I don't know, I was going to say convincing, but that's not the right word, because
she's very good.
She is very good.
Very good. She's definitely a big part of the reason and what probably was contagious enough for me to pick up spirituality. So I do put a good chunk of the blame onto her.
How can you not? It's like she will show it to you, and it's blatant once she shows you.
And there were psychics that I'd worked with prior to meeting Diet who I'm just like, oh, that was kind of weird. Okay. And it didn't really think much of it. And then give or take, I want to say it was what, 2021 or 2022. Maybe 22, because I think 21 we were still kind of shut down for COVID.
Yeah.
So it was probably about 2022. And I met her at the very first Spirits of the Spring at Broadhead Manor. We were upstairs in Bill's condo, and he had this old couch where the cushions were kind of doing this.
Yeah.
And she was sitting on one side with an armrest, and then I think it was Natalie Jones was on the other side. And I sat in the middle, and they both went, wah. and it fell into me. So I'm just chatting up with Diet, and we're looking at her phone. I'm helping her figure out her Facebook Facebook dashboard for professional mode, and we've been BFFs ever since. But it's only been 4 years, though, give or take. Yeah. So
I would have never guessed.
Prior to that, though, I was very hard science, hard disproving. A lot of people that I knew that were psychics and mediums and sensitives, I'm just like, okay, well, that's weird. Let's try to get something to interact to verify that, because what you said is kind of woo-woo. And then I met Diet. And a couple other psychics that I'm now friends with, Scotty Rourke being one, and Sarah Lemos. And it's like, okay, you people are just something else.
Yeah.
You're something else.
I was just having this conversation with somebody the other day, asking me about psychics, and I was like, I don't know, man, like there's, I'm still 50-50 on it. And the 50 that is for are due to people that I've encountered, like Diet, like Sarah, like even Haley, right? Like there's some people who there's something else going on, and you just kind of know it, but it's impossible to just see somebody and be like, oh yeah, they're totally on the ball. But man, when you talk to them, there's something else there.
Something's telling them things.
Yeah.
So I went to Broadhead Manor, and it was a month ago for the Bearded Brawl event they had. And my friend Morgan was there, and Morgan doesn't know me super well. We've only talked a little bit. And then she goes, "Can I talk to you?" I'm like, "Yeah."
No.
I know, that's always the thing they do. They walk up and they go, "Can I talk to you?" And you're like, "No,
you scare me now."
I'm okay with it.
I know it's probably you're gonna be looking into my soul somehow.
I'm relatively open. Like, I don't really keep a lot of my stuff shut down. If you can pull it out of me, by all means, go ahead.
I am too. However, if someone says, "Can I talk to you?" regardless of the situation, it's nothing but bad news right there. No, thank you. I have to go.
It wasn't bad news.
Focus on other people.
It was a read on a situation at the time to where, like, most people only saw about 10% of it. She got down to like 80% of it, and I'm just like, damn girl, you're good. Okay. So, it's like, oh, that was kind of weird, because most people don't know half that information. Where are you getting this from?
Yeah.
Where does this come from? So, and some people will do that, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, sure. What are you picking up on? And they'll say stuff, and I'll just be like, yeah, maybe. It's kind of vague.
Right.
And then you get the Diets and the Scotties, and it's just like, bam, Lord. Okay, you got me. I get it. So yeah. It has really changed how I view things. I do see things more on the spiritual side now than on the science side. Ironically, I actually don't really care about the science anymore. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about the lights. I just don't care.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to talk about you not caring, because I find that fascinating and I really like it.
Really?
So we're gonna. I do. But speaking of psychics, Have you been feeling called to explore your intuitive gifts and deepen your spiritual practice? Then Pathways to Spirit was created for you. Sarah Lemos has been teaching Pathways to Spirit for over 16 years. And in that time, she's watched hundreds of students grow into their gifts with confidence and clarity. This isn't just about learning tools. It's about understanding how your energy works and how to use it with intention. Over 6 months, you'll learn about your own intuitive abilities and how they show up, along with many esoteric tools and practices to help explore your potential. But this course is about more than just learning. It's about embracing your sensitivity and living your best life. Register now at mediumsarahlemos.com. It's time to uncover your gifts and abilities. Are you ready to join this extraordinary journey? So listen.
I'm ready to join. No, I can't say that because Diet mentors me technically. So, and then Scotty does for other things, but
sure.
I don't know if I'm allowed to have mentors like Pokemon cards. Can I just keep collecting them all?
Yes,
I think so. I don't know. Is there competition in the mentorship?
I don't think so because
Yeah, I feel
Diet
like-
and Scotty mentor me in different ways. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Sarah could mentor you in
I
another
think
way.
that's the key. I think that
Yeah.
they all have something they can teach that's a little bit different. It's like everyone can have their creative endeavors without hurting anyone else because everyone's different. Listen, I love the science aspect of the paranormal. I love that people are doing their best to be skeptical and like trying to prove the thing. However, when someone gets to a point when they're like, I don't care if you believe it or not, I'm enjoying this. I believe what I believe. I heard what I heard. I saw what I saw. If you don't believe me, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. I think that's even more powerful than proving anything with science. So
I think so too.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I think a lot of people view the paranormal wrong when it comes to science. Everyone is so obsessed with the paranormal being a lab science. If you can't recreate that situation in a lab environment, you can't verify it. The paranormal is not a lab science.
Right.
It's not a lab science. It doesn't happen.
No one's wearing lab coats. No one's got beakers or Bunsen burners.
But the paranormal is a science, and it's already an established science.
Oh, absolutely.
Parapsychology, psychology. The paranormal is a social science. It's about talking to people.
Yep.
And do you know what you need to do in order to have a somewhat controlled environment for psychology when you're speaking to someone? You have to remove distractions, and you have to have whoever you're talking to focus through communication through, one or two ways. Isn't that the paranormal?
Yeah.
We
100%.
remove distractions. Only one person talks. We use this device only. We're looking for question, answer. Isn't that essentially psychology? That's why it's parapsychology.
See, I love the science in things like as it pertains to cryptids, right?
Sure.
Or how certain things happen, like the geology of a place, that sort of earth science, biology, that kind of thing. As far as like the ghosts and whatnot, I'm not worried about the science there. I feel like that's exactly what you're saying, that it's more, for me, what I like about hearing the stories is it's a study in how people think and feel and adapt to their world.
100%.
100%. And to me, that's just fascinating.
And it gets really weird when you have a spirit from 1906 that recognizes modern terms and knows how to manipulate modern devices because they've been using it for the last 6 or 7 years because we keep introducing them. But now they know what it is and they talk about it. So you have a person, whether alive or dead, a person that they now know what TikTok is. And they now know that, if you're filming a TikTok, you're supposed to be dancing.
Which is
Because
crazy because that
you've
kind of
introduced that.
proposes, proposes critical thinking and learning skills.
And memory retention
Yeah.
after death.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So numbers aren't going to prove that to you, but conversations will.
Mm-hmm.
You just keep talking to these people over and over and over and over again, and then you compare your results, session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if they all match up, you talk to a ghost.
Yeah.
Love it.
And the numbers, the flashing lights, unless they're used in ITC as a way to communicate, they don't really matter. It's the communication that matters. It's about the person that matters. It's about taking someone from 1906 that everyone had forgotten about
Mm-hmm.
and bringing their name back to life.
Yeah. Now, that's also interesting because I know that you make some equipment, right?
I do. And
So you're a liar, is what you're saying.
I'm a hypocrite. So,
yeah, get it right, Tressa.
Yeah, I've never lied about it. I'm upfront. I make equipment.
Tomato.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very big believer in, number one, keeping things simple. Like, you don't need to spend $600 on a single piece of equipment that only does one or two things. It's just, there's no point. There's no point.
That's silly.
So, and if you've ever investigated with me, I carry a single backpack. That's it. Now, sometimes I might have like, a case of Phasma cams or something like that. But for the most part, if it's not in my backpack, it doesn't go with. So, that gives me a lot of opportunity to use, tripwire, dead bell, cat balls, laser point, like all the stuff. But I don't need 45 cases of gear to make it work.
Right.
So when I went to go and start manufacturing 3D printing equipment, my thought was, okay, I want to keep it simple still, but also make it affordable to where you don't have to spend $300 on one piece of plastic, but make it for something that people are already using, that they do use for communication. So when I was 3D printing with Brittany, we did a lot of that stuff. We made the planchettes that have the yes and no built into them. We made dice kits, pendulum boards, all these things that aren't super expensive, but you can communicate and have a conversation with the spirit with them.
Right.
So, with the planchettes, they had yes and no built into them. If you light that ball up, it means yes. That ball means no. Spirit dice.
I gotcha. Okay.
Essentially, spiritual boggle. They're spelling words out, right? That's all it is. It's just spiritual boggle. And the pendulum is, yes, no, whatever. So, but it's all simple stuff.
Yeah.
So, and now that I've started,
complicate it.
No, you don't. Don't get me wrong. There are some things that I'm making that are a little more complicated, but that's also because I'm having fun.
Right.
Yeah. So, like I like soldering and advanced wiring and adding circuits to things that have never had this circuit before, just to see what would happen.
I mean, if I could do that stuff, I probably would be doing it too.
It is a lot of fun.
For sure.
It is a lot of fun.
Listen,
So
but again,
yeah,
somebody needs to explain this cat toy thing.
Cat balls. Okay, so a cat ball is about this big, give or take.
Yes, I'm
right?
aware. My cat has gotten his foot stuck in one. He's never particularly cared if it lit up or not.
Okay. I don't know how your cat got his foot stuck.
Oh my goodness, he got his little toe. No. It was like one of those little balls with the little like bells and little holes in them.
Okay, so this is a different.
The light up ones are sealed up, but this one was just like the little. And he got his little claw, which is great because it was like 2 a.m. when he woke me up with this. So I could just see the silhouette of him and a giant paw. Like, anyway.
So our cat balls.
You're an idiot.
He heard that. He's coming for you.
Come at me, bro.
Our cat balls are the sealed ones, right?
Okay.
So, you click them on, they light up. And then when they stop moving, they don't light up anymore because they have either a motion or a vibration sensor.
Right.
So if you put the ball down and it lights up on its own without somebody moving it, the thought is, well, what caused it to move? What caused it to vibrate? A ghost. because ghosts can move things. They can interact with things. So we see it all the time when we use like a balloon or a little ball, and then you can see a ball like do this a little bit on its own. The ghosts are able to interact with physical objects. That's the idea for the cat ball. They stick their finger inside and they go and make it go off.
I feel like this is slightly insulting to the ghost.
Maybe.
Jeni, have you not seen the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore? It takes a lot of energy for a ghost to move a penny. You gotta give it something easy.
Have you seen the TV show?
What?
The TV show Ghosts? They're bored. They are bored out of their minds.
Are you talking about the one where they all live in a big mansion?
Oh, that one? Okay.
Yeah. The US version I like the most, but
I haven't seen the US version, but yes, it's a great show. And
but
also
they're bored.
How can you not be bored? You're like basically immortal, even though you're not alive. And you're just like hanging out.
But you can't do anything.
Except for apparently push around cat toys.
Right. And make it go off. Okay. So, but they're
And then you watch all the other people like squeal with glee, and you're like, these guys, what a bunch of kids.
But when a cat ball goes off and nothing moved around it or caused it to move, it's like, well, how did that happen? Mm-hmm. It was a ghost.
Yeah.
Especially when you take like one of the cat ball stands that I make these little UFO round ones where the ball sits in the UFO, and now the ball can't roll on its own, and the UFO is going to absorb vibration. If you knock on the table or bump it, it won't jostle because it's locked into there. So it gets rid of all those false positives to where now something actually had to stick its finger inside there and do this and set it off.
So that's worked? The little UFO guys?
Oh yeah. There was a video clip I put up of actually from Waverly. We're in the morgue, and one of the investigators had crawled into the morgue drawer where there were, who knows how many bodies throughout all the years it ran, a lot of bodies because it's a sanatorium, right? And I put a cat ball on the second drawer above her and the third drawer above that. And a couple times the one on the third drawer went off when the second one didn't. So if somebody bumped it or there was some kind of movement of the whole thing, both of them would have gone off. Instead, you just had the one go off. And I've had numerous situations where using the planchettes, answering questions, the answer is yes, the yes goes off. And it's like, oh, well, that's cool. Weird. Or like you put one on a shelf across the room where nothing's near the shelf. And then all of a sudden it lights up on the shelf and it's like, well, how did that go off? It's on a shelf. There's nobody near it. They do go off. And that's why people are so obsessed about using them. Number one is because they do work. Even better if you use a cat ball stand. That way it's a ball. It's going to roll around on its own. The stand prevents it from rolling. So now it gets rid of those false positives. So, but like most people like me, we only sell them at a conference for like $2 or $3 a piece.
Yeah.
You can spend $30 on Amazon and get a box of them. And they'll last for a long time because the battery's sealed inside. You just throw them away.
Yeah.
So you could get a dozen of them and sprinkle them around the room. And if they go off, great. If they don't, whatever, it's fine. I just have to pick them up now.
Yeah.
So it's one of those cheap pieces of equipment that, if you lock it down with the stand and you can get rid of those false positives, well, now you look at it and you go, okay, what could have set that off?
Yeah.
The vibrations are gone. Nobody bumped it. It's not rolling on its own. Something caused the sensor to go off. If you can't explain it going off any other way, all that's left is the fact that a ghost did it.
I'm still stuck on the idea of being in a morgue drawer and then all of a sudden a bright, colorful strobe happens somewhere above me.
Well, the person in the drawer was doing Estes, so they had their eyes covered.
Oh, thank goodness. They that would have been freaky.
But they were touched in there.
Jen? Just kidding.
No. Unless you took like a Rain energy drink or something and you're all cracked out. That's usually me on investigations. Right around 11 o'clock
Sure.
midnight, I'm going, okay, it's time for my rain. Snap.
Oh, yeah. You guys stay up so late. What's the pointer thing? What's the laser pointer thing all about? Explain that one to me.
Laser pointers, I'm not the biggest fan of because they don't show up well on camera. So
Okay.
because everything I do really relies on filming, either for a documentary, a TV show, or even just Facebook Reels, just to show people cool stuff. They don't show up very well on camera. So I don't use them a whole lot. But when I'm just kind of in the moment, I do like to throw one down, and you'll put it in a doorway, or like sometimes you'll point it at an object. And then when the object moves, you can see the pinpoints of the laser go in and out as it moves, right? Or
Okay.
you can see, like, if a shadow walks across a doorway, it will block out those little pinpoints,
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
but it doesn't show up on camera. So it's just
Right.
one of those things where it's just an in the moment thing. But they're cool.
It doesn't show up on camera. That's crazy.
So the lenses aren't large enough, and they don't let in enough light to be able to see the light of the laser. They'll be super, super, super dim. And if you put too much IR light into the frame, then it blows them out. So we really can't see them very well.
Okay.
So you need a super, super, super bright laser, and then you'll be able to see them. Or a camera that has a large enough sensor and able to read in low light to where it'll be able to see them. So like the cameras that I have, mine will pick them up because mine are a little bit more expensive IR cameras. They're for production.
Mhm.
But if you got like one of those cheap ones off Amazon for $100, not as likely. Not as likely.
Yeah.
So
I had no idea that's what they were
in
for.
the moment, they're really cool though.
I have no doubt.
So like, I brought up before how, the stuff, the cat ball, or sometimes people will put like a balloon or like a bouncy ball on the floor, especially if there's a lot of kids in that area. You
Yeah.
point a laser at that bouncy ball with like the star pattern where it's all, dots of light.
Mhm.
And then as the ball moves, what was once shooting around the ball all of a sudden hits the ball and lights up. And then you can see those lights go in and out.
Oh, that's really.
But if you were looking at the ball, that little tiny movement might not have been enough to be able to see with just your eyes. You know what I mean? So the laser can help.
So you mentioned, especially if you have like a place where children were, right? Like bringing, this is going to be a weird question, but have you noticed things that ghosts particularly like to move or do, if there's like a pattern of behavior?
Oh, yes. It does not have to do with children though.
Yeah.
One of my, I guess it's like one of my, I'm a kind of a one trick pony now with this thing. One of my hat tricks. I gamble with spirits. And I'm 4 and 19.
Throwing bones.
Okay.
We play blackjack.
All right.
Shut up. I was joking.
Nope. We play blackjack.
Okay. How does this game go? I mean, not blackjack. I understand the theory of blackjack. How does the game go?
Well, you have to adapt.
How do you play blackjack?
We have to change it a little bit because you can't flip the cards when you're a ghost, right? You have to lay them face up so they can see their cards. But it's not fair that I can see their cards, but they can't see mine.
Right.
So we just make all the cards face up. That way it's fair for everybody. So, in regular blackjack fashion, you deal out and then you say hit, stay, or split, depending. And through a spirit box, they will say hit or stay. And my favorite thing to do is I do this at events. And, it could be 10 people in the room and I'll just say, hey, listen, we're going to play blackjack. I'm not very good at listening to the responses live. I need all of you to pay attention and help me. And then we'll all go, okay, so I heard hit. What did you hear? What did you hear? And then if the consensus is hit, then we hit for the ghost. And sometimes it is so blatantly obvious. It is hit. Geez, okay, here's your card. So much so to where statistically, it is only possible really to get a blackjack 4% of the time. And
Sure.
for some reason, the spirits constantly get blackjack.
Okay,
And
so
true blackjack too.
Okay, question. What are you betting with?
$1.
Like,
Okay.
$1.
Wait. So do you loan them $1? Is that what's happening?
right.
So I
Are
put my
you-
dollar in, and sometimes other people will put dollars in too. And if the ghosts win, they get the money. If I win, I get the money, and then we'll do double or nothing. And then they tend to win the second hand.
Okay, so you loan them the money to bet with, and if they
Essentially.
win, they keep it all. What happens if they lose? I mean, how deep
Then
are
he
these
keeps the
ghosts
money.
into you for?
Most of the
Are you
time,
a
I
loan
just
shark?
Are you
Yes,
a ghost
yes.
loan shark? What is
I
happening
am.
to these poor
I am.
ghosts?
most of the time, even if I win, I still give them the money because they gave me the interaction.
Yeah. Well, what are they doing with
Well,
money,
I feel
Larry?
like-
Well, sometimes locations will have like a donation box out. I'll put it in the
Oh,
donation
okay.
box,
Yeah.
or
yeah.
I'll give it to the owner or the manager or whatever.
Okay.
Other locations, I'll hide the money
Oh, I like that.
and I'll stash
Yeah.
it, and it's $1, you know.
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
But like, there's 3 or 4 locations where I've gone back and I've moved stuff and be like, there's my ghost money. It's still here. And there's been sometimes where the ghost money's gone, and it's like, okay, I had to move 5 things to get to this.
Yeah.
And then I go to the staff and I'm like, hey, did anyone ever report like finding money in this room? They're like, no. I'm like, okay.
No,
well,
they
so
kept
Nobody's
it
gonna
without telling
say
anyone.
yes.
you never know. You never
Larry,
know.
come on.
You
Come on,
never
Larry.
know.
You never
So
had a job before? Come on.
maybe the ghosts take the money. Who knows? Who knows? But like I said, I'm like 4 and 19 now. And I lose constantly.
So you're
Constantly.
terrible
that.
at blackjack. Is that what we're saying?
I no, they cheat.
Whoa,
cheat.
whoa.
There's
First,
been
you're
several
taking them
times.
for all they have, and
Yes.
and now you're
Right.
accusing them of cheating.
I will straight
Harry.
out during the game call them cheaters. Especially, okay, I'll say I'm going to use this as an example. So I'm doing an event at the Palmer House, Dave's place, with Jody Dean.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who
Okay.
Jody is?
Uh-huh. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Super, super nice lady. She's the best.
She's
Love
just
her.
why
She
does
is amazing.
goodness just come out of
Yes.
her? Like,
Right. Like her and
She's
Diet just
fantastic.
emit light.
Are you
Yes.
kidding me? Seriously, they both do. It's wild.
So for my part of the investigation, I was in the basement and Dustin Perry was doing upstairs. And, I'm doing the blackjack thing and I won. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do double or nothing. And then other people started putting money into the game too. I'm like, yeah, I like this. I'm either going to get a whole bunch of money or the ghosts are going to get a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how the hands go, right? At 5 games, they have to win 3 out of 5. First hand, they get blackjack right off the bat. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Nope. And there's like a dozen witnesses to this. Cool. You got blackjack. All right, let's do it again. Second hand, I win with like a 20 or something. Like, all right, 1-1. Not too bad. I can still work with this. Third hand, they get blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, this is getting to be some bullshit now. Fourth hand, I happen to win because my cards added up to being more. I'm like, okay, cool, because they stayed, they couldn't hit. I'm like, cool, 2-2. This is it. This is the tiebreaker. Whoever wins gets the money. Fifth hand, blackjack. They won.
Okay, here's my thoughts on this, Larry. I realize that you are basically the originator of the game, but you are betting against the house with ghosts. I mean, if you think, let's talk about tarot cards. They're picking cards and putting them where they need to be, or however that works. I don't know what I'm talking about.
They
But,
know
like,
what the cards are.
Of course they're
They
gonna
know.
they
They
know
cheat.
where the cards are, Larry. What are you doing?
They cheat. They cheat. And then when you
You don't
accuse them of
cheat.
cheating,
You just
they
aren't
laugh
using
at
the
you.
cards right.
Yeah.
They laugh at you
They
when you call them
should.
cheaters.
They should, because listen, they know what that's like saying to a baby, listen, I'm going to read this book. And the baby's like, how do you do that? And you're like, you stupid baby. I'm just reading the
You
book.
stupid human. The best part was
how did
at the
this
end.
comparison happen?
I don't know.
How was that
I
the
don't know. I just pull
go-to
it on my ass. I don't
of
know.
baby reading a book?
My favorite
It
part of
wasn't.
that
I
night
couldn't.
was at the end of the night, you know, like the ghost had won, and so I had to give the money up. So I went up to Dave and I handed him a stack of a couple dollars, and he goes, "What is this?" And I went, "The ghost won." And he looked so damn confused.
I wonder why.
And then the second
Oh
night, because
my
it was a 2-night event. The second night we did it again, except I'm upstairs now, and I think they won $2. And I go downstairs and I give him the $2, and he goes, "You're not very good at this." No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No. You're playing a losing game, Larry. I
I'm
feel
playing
like
a losing
you're
game.
to lose at this point.
But think about it though. There's no numbers, there's no lights. It's literally a deck of cards and a speaker. That's all it is.
You know,
And
I went
everyone's
from
having
thinking,
fun.
yeah, I went from thinking that you were taking advantage of these poor ghosts, and now I realize it's quite the other way around.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And
so
they
Dave's
know.
invited you back like 5 times already, right?
You just keep giving him money.
Yeah.
Like $1 bill at a time. Here you go, Dave. Here you go, Dave. Here you go, Dave.
He's like, thanks, I guess.
Like, woo,
I'm
in the
supposed to give
drawer
it
goes.
$3.
Stuff it in the drawer, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm the giver of the money, not the taker of it. It's his problem to deal with. So
Is that why he's been sending so many thrift store videos lately?
he's been getting blackjack money nonstop. That must be it. Because all the people that left there, they were like, I'm gonna get a deck of cards. Like, you should get a deck of cards.
Yes,
They're the
absolutely.
easiest thing.
Yeah.
You could literally go to a dollar store and get a deck of cards for $1, and it is the most fun
From the dollar
ghost
store.
hunting tool.
Yeah.
Dollar stores charge tax, so sometimes it's not $1, but
and it's now $1.25 at Dollar Tree. I know, but still.
Yeah. The tree is drying up. So but like again, like the stuff that I'm making, you don't have to spend $500 to talk to a ghost.
Right.
Yeah.
And like people use like regular playing cards to read tarot. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of key online. I don't know it, but like, get yourself some playing cards, people.
Yeah. I keep at least 2 decks with me, you know, usually when I investigate, because sometimes the cards get wet or they, you know, I lose one because it's dark. And oh shit, I need more cards. So and then that deck gets thrown out. The one that I'm using now, I've used so much, the cards are like rubber. They're all flimsy and they've lost their stiffness. So I gotta swap those out. But yeah, like it's great. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. I can only do it like once or twice a night.
Yeah.
You know, like the novelty wears off to the ghost.
Right.
It's like, I've already won your buck. Right. Like how many singles do I need to carry with me when I go investigate? Because you're only getting like 2 or 3 tops. And it's because I bought something from the gas station. I had to break a 20. It was probably a Rain energy drink, by the way.
What are we doing?
Are you sponsored by them, by the way?
Rain energy drink.
I need to be.
What's happening there?
Everyone's like, oh, you need to drink Ghost. Like, no, Rain has 300 milligrams of caffeine per can. That's what I need. Anything less than 300, it ain't working.
Yeah, you know what?
I might be bad on a regular.
Yeah, I've got another friend who drinks it and he shouldn't, and it's like enough.
It'll put me in an early grave. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
Hey, you only live once, am I right? And then you can come back and play blackjack with your friends.
That is true. That is true. And then you can cheat. So
and then I can win for once.
Right.
Yes, finally.
Right. Finally. Nothing to do with the money, but you know, it's all right. You can still win. Right. I like that this is something that is declared as one of the favorite, you know, things that you've found that they enjoy interacting with, but also that the attention span apparently is very short.
Very short. Most,
For
you
it.
know, you're playing 5 hands, maybe 10, 15 minutes tops. And some games, like when they hit blackjack 3 times, are 5 minutes and you're done. And it's like, oh, well, I guess we have to find something else to do for the next 45 minutes. Thanks, guys. Really hung me out to dry on that one.
I like
it's
that
like reading
ghosts.
to a baby.
Yeah, I like that ghosts with just an immeasurable amount of time are like, 3 minutes of this, I'm good. This is really impeding on the other things that I've got to do right now.
Right. I'm gonna whoop your butt, and then I'm gonna go back and hang out over here now. Give me that $1. I'm gonna take that $1, thanks. But
So
floating dollar.
can I suggest a list? Just start brainstorming activities, fairly inexpensive activities, and just keep bringing them out and seeing,
Only if it involves gambling.
honestly, gambling and drinking. Like, you can't go wrong.
Okay, now explain the drinking thing.
Yes, please.
So there have been numerous investigations where you would investigate and there's like an old bar, like just something, like a bar from 1902. Like, oh, cool, great, it's a century-old bar, this is amazing. And there are ghosts that would sit at the bar. Well, they can't have a drink anymore and they can't talk to the bartender. So if you pretend to pour them a drink and then give them a glass of water and then run a spirit box, you'd be surprised what they say. You would be surprised how easily they'll tell you what liquor they want and whether they want it straight up or not, and whether they want a chaser or not, because they understand what a chaser is now.
Oh,
you would be surprised that they'll be like, I just want a shot of whiskey. And you're just like, oh, well, okay, well, I'm just going to pour you this clear whiskey. They don't care. They can't drink it. But
it's pure.
But it's something from their time that it was very important to them.
yeah.
And you're giving them back to them in some way, in some way.
Okay.
Same with gambling. Same with playing card games. All these things that they did when they were alive, you're kind of giving it back to them in a small way.
Okay.
And, think about you. If you were a ghost and somebody did something that you really enjoyed, would you be more likely to interact with that person?
Oh, for sure. I'm more likely to interact with that person alive, if somebody does something that I enjoy. But
as we know, people or ghosts are just people that have passed. So of course.
People.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, gambling, drinking, bartending, those are all really, really, really easy ones.
Yeah.
I've been trying to see if I can get someone to play chess with me, but have the ghost communicate what the other person's supposed to do. I tried it twice and it didn't work out. So,
that's a large one. Maybe start with checkers.
Maybe checkers.
I mean, just because there's like chess moves are going to be so much more intricate, right?
It'll be more intricate.
But you gotta know the name of everything.
But if they say the name, then I can, help them figure out which it is if they don't know how to play chess.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah, because the only way you could really communicate, it would be like rook to e5 or whatever. Who knows? I don't know.
But if it's a psychic medium, then if they're being told, move the rook to here, then then I just move it. All they're doing is being told what to do.
Right.
So they could be blindfolded and then I move the piece.
Yeah. It just
hasn't worked out yet. Hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
Right. I think that what bothers me is that the ghost is going to be like, I don't remember what that piece is called. That little tiny one. Move that a couple spaces. Can I do that? But I don't remember. Just move that guy.
Yeah.
Or not knowing not knowing the numbers of like the squares.
True. Yeah.
Right. Like that would be
what we're saying, Larry, is this is a bad idea.
Listen, I'm just saying checkers, man. We're
just trying to have fun. You could number all the checkers and they'll be like, 6 left. Man.
See?
Right.
We could. I'll give that a try.
Oh, Larry, the chessboard that you use maybe you could write the number of the square
You could,
on
yeah.
the chessboard.
You could very
so
easily.
So that the ghost would remember and be like, this one.
That's a good idea.
Listen, problem proposed and problem solved all in one.
Except for
You're
the
welcome,
fact
Larry.
that they wouldn't say anything. So
Well, you know what I
I
mean.
might have found a ghost that does know how to play chess. That's the other problem.
Have you tried Candyland?
Not yet. Not yet.
Good game of
Chutes and
shoots and
ladders.
ladders.
Shoots and ladders. I probably have a good chance with. But no, I'll probably try checkers next.
Okay.
And then checkers is very limited. You either go this way, you go that way.
Right.
That way. That's it. Left, right, forward. So
listen, do you guys want to get together and play shoots and ladders?
Yes.
Is that where we're going with all of
but
this?
we need to leave the fourth spot open for the ghost though.
Obviously.
Of course.
So we'll run a speaker. We'll have them, we'll wait with they have to say roll and then we'll roll for them and
clearly.
Clearly. Or we could play Sorry with the Pop-O-Matic dice. Sorry.
Could.
Guys, listen, Larry, I'm just gonna go ahead and come up with all kinds of ideas for you. But how about an event that's a ghostly game night?
I'd be down for it.
I mean,
absolutely.
Why not?
How
You go
fun
out
would
to a
that be?
place like,
Especially if you're like in an old community center or something where people would show up to play games, or like a retirement home, like in that sunroom.
Yeah.
Yes. Love it.
An environment where they were
people
playing
on it.
games anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I love this.
So it's already built in to the
I love this.
or whatever.
And then again, none of this has to do with science.
Yeah.
No.
Well, listen,
Not a single
Tressa and
thing.
I want.
It's fun. And the paranormal needs to be fun again.
Agreed. Oh, let's have fun. What?
Yeah. Tressa and I would like to be in the filming of the game night if this should ever happen. And we also just want to be participants regardless.
Yes.
So
you should make it a game show. Listen, I'm already bastardizing this into.
We're going to pitch it to Discovery, to Netflix. We're doing this.
Yes.
Listen, we're going to get a
Game
picnic basket together and we'll have a meeting.
We'll have lab coats.
Yep.
Listen. We are
I want mine to be like a flannel lab coat though. Like I want it checkered.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just busted out my sewing machine, Larry. I can make that happen.
My only concern though is when you turn a lab coat into a flannel, does it then just become a muumuu?
No,
it might.
Totally different thing.
Okay.
I mean,
is it
like a little pocket,
the button up,
like a little pocket?
If it buttons all the way,
it's gonna look like an oversized flannel.
It'll be open in the front. It'll have a straight line on the bottom,
long.
like pockets. It'll look exactly like a lab coat, just flannel pattern.
Okay, done. It becomes a robe. See, it could be a robe too. That's what I'm concerned about. I'm pretty sure I have a flannel robe somewhere around here.
We'll have like a breast pocket and a sewn in.
You gotta have two of them.
And it's sewn in like pocket protector, so it looks less like a robe and more like a lab coat.
See, my robe does not have chest pockets, so that would do it.
See, there we are.
Do it.
Yeah,
but as long as there's no belt too.
Well, no, there's no belt, but the pocket protector.
Why would there be a belt?
Because a robe has a belt.
Oh,
so as long as you take the belt out,
no belt.
it's no longer a robe, right?
Right.
It's just a long flannel.
Right, exactly.
A long flannel with no button cuffs, and you're good.
Correct.
And a lab coat for him.
Yep. Listen, pocket protectors say science. Okay, it's
past the end of our hour. We got to wrap this up. Larry, do you have anything
we
you want
talked about? Nothing important at all. We just kind of
listen. This is what we do. Have you never met us
the whole time? We're backstage. We're like, we're going to talk about your docs. We're going to talk about this, and we talked about gambling for 30 minutes.
We did.
It was important.
About some good stuff. Also, it apparently has been way too long since you've seen us because this is foreseeable.
It has been. But I would be surprised if I didn't see you guys at some point here soon.
Yeah,
with all the events and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there'll be something. We'll get some selfies.
Yay.
Oh. most important part.
Absolutely.
So, did you have anything to plug? I can't. Did you?
So right now, the seance is the big doc that I'm pushing. It's not out yet. I'm still trying to find somewhere to distribute it that they will pay for it,
Right.
which is great because I don't want to pay to distribute it because it's like $1,000 or it doesn't go anywhere fun, and it's like this is a lot of work. I could put it on YouTube, but then all the big distributors don't want it, so it's in distribution right now. But it is done. You guys have watched it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
You guys were actually in it too.
We were.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we were.
I don't know, if you had the experiences that everybody else had. I don't think you did because I don't have footage of you two.
No, we decided that it was kind of like we weren't gonna. I don't know. Whenever we're at something and we kind of got like either invited or it's not about us, right?
Right. It's for the people that were really involved and really had answers that they wanted. It's not about us.
That was really
we
cool.
want people to like really experience it and not make it about us, because
how would you describe the experience?
Generous people.
I agree.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was really interesting to see everybody kind of doing their thing. You and Neil and Diet. And it was nice to see the people experiencing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There were some people who really had some very important and deep moments and
some heavy stuff.
Heavy stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And regardless of what anybody's thoughts are, as far as the validity, it's a healing moment for a lot of people. And that's always very, very beautiful to witness.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree.
You guys
even during editing, I was sitting there, I'm just like, my Lord, lady, how did you carry this forever?
Yeah.
Like
seriously,
that one
so
young
many
girl. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
you don't need to ask if they're okay. They're okay. You don't need to ask that.
Yeah, get to the good stuff. Like, where'd you hide the gold?
Well, but there was that one guy who had asked, hey, is he okay? He had committed suicide.
Yeah.
And then Diet goes, who has the gun? And then the look on his face, he was like,
yeah,
because he didn't say how the guy committed suicide. But then for her to say that, like that guy was completely caught off guard.
Yeah, that was a rough moment.
So, but like that struck a nerve with him. Like, this is my friend. Like, this is him. And he said he's okay. And now that makes me feel okay.
Yeah.
So
I get it. Absolutely.
It was a weird experience for me because like I'm making a documentary about people's suffering, but also them healing.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, give me more emotion as I'm focusing on the face, but also at the same time, I'm just like, I hope you heal from this. It was like, a little tough.
I want to hug you, but here's the camera instead.
Thankfully, Neil handled all the hugs. He was Johnny on the spot with the hugs.
He was hugging all over, hugging left and right.
Every time you go for a hug, I hear the microphone go shh, and I'm like, it's okay. It's a part of the ambiance.
No,
it's okay. Don't freak out.
When he said that he's like Santa every year, I was like, that tracks. Yeah, that tracks.
That totally tracks. Yeah. But as you were a part of the seance, that was a multiple 150 person seance. And then there were extras that we didn't keep track of because they were freebies, like you guys. Hey, come and check it out. So maybe more, but we just say 150 registered guests.
Yeah.
But that seance was about the people there. It wasn't about the Roths. It wasn't about the story. It wasn't about the house. The house was just the setting.
Yeah.
We went back in January during a negative 20-degree blizzard.
Well, that's dumb.
In that Victorian house with radiator heating and drafty windows. And we had Diet conduct a smaller seance just for the people in the original story.
Yeah.
But we brought in 2 of Laurence Venom's blood relatives.
Oh, wow.
And they were able to speak to their great grandmother. or great
Oh,
grandmother.
wow.
And it's going to be the Seance 2 or the Seance Bloodlines, however it ends up bringing out, and it will refute the original story straight from the mouth of Mary Roth, Asa Roth, and Larancy Venom. They're telling their version of what happened through Diet. And as we said before, Diet's damn good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay.
So,
all right.
That's the Seance Part 2, which I'm starting to edit now. So it'll be a while for that one. I'm hoping Seance Part 1 comes out soonish to introduce the location and the characters and all that. And then one day when I'm done editing, Seance Part 2.
Very cool.
So,
yay.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
I've got fun stuff in the works.
Yeah, you really do.
But in the meantime, I'm just going to go to places and play blackjack and lose dollar bills. That's my life.
Yeah.
And work on our game night.
And work on a game night and print a bunch of plastic, which I have going right now. So
nice.
Wonderful.
Well, Larry, it's been a pleasure. It's been too long since we got to see you.
Absolutely.
Hey, everybody else. Hey, thanks for watching the show. It's so nice for you to drop by. If you want to see some merch or some past stuff we got, go to our website, monstersloungepodcast.com. So until next time, thanks for visiting the Monsters Lounge.